Hey everyone, welcome. Today we are diving into something that is, no joke, fundamentally changing how we build with AI. It's this new open standard called the Model Context Protocol, or MCP for short. And honestly, it's about to become a super crucial part of every single developer's toolkit. So let's see how it works, starting with a live demo that, well, let's just say it doesn't quite go as planned. Right, before we get buried in all the theory, I want to show you something fun. We're going to do a little live demo to see what happens when you try to connect your AI assistant to a custom tool. You know, things don't always work perfectly, and that is actually the perfect place for us to start. So, think about the AI assistant you use right now. It's pretty powerful, sure, but it's also got its limits. What if you could give it any power you wanted, connect it to any service, and just have it use any tool you can dream up? I mean, that's the goal, right? Let's see how close we actually are to that dream. Okay, so here's the setup. The developer is asking their AI assistant, in this case it's GitHub Copilot, to do something it can't normally do. They've hooked it up to an external image service. And the prompt is really simple. It's in Spanish. Generate a pixelated image of a squirrel in Canada. Simple enough? Let's see what it comes up with. And what is that? That is definitely 100% not a squirrel. It looks more like some kind of weird bird thing having a really bad day in a snowstorm. This, right here, is what happens when connections and protocols aren't standardized. The model just gets confused, and we get this. A pretty hilarious failure. And that little failed experiment brings us right to the core of the problem. Right now, integrating AI models with external tools is, frankly, chaotic. Every developer is out there building these custom, one-off connections for every single different model and service. And MCP is here to fix all of that. This really lays out the mess we're in. The old way is just this tangled web of custom code for everything. It's inefficient, it's not very secure, and you can't reuse anything. Now, the new way, with MCP, it creates a single standard. You build a tool once, and then any AI that's compatible can use it. It's clean, it's secure, and everything just works together. You know, the best way to understand this whole concept is with a super simple analogy. Just think of MCP as a universal port, kind of like USB-C, but for AI. You don't need 100 different cables for all your devices anymore, right? Well, with MCP, you won't need a different custom integration for every AI model. It's just one standard to connect them all. So what is it, formally? The Model Context Protocol is an open spec. It's backed by a ton of the major players. We're talking Anthropic, Microsoft, you name it, and it's all designed to standardize how AI models talk to the outside world. The key thing to remember is that it's not a product. It's more like a rule book that everyone has agreed to follow. Okay, so that's the what and the why. Now for the best part, the how. And I promise you, building your very own MCP server to give your AI some new superpowers is ridiculously easy. Seriously, let's just walk through the steps right now. We are talking about 4 basic steps. You create a file, you import a library, you write a totally standard Python function for your tool. In this example, it's just a function that adds 2 numbers, and then you just tell the server to run. That's it. No complicated setups, no crazy boilerplate madness. It just works. And get this, the entire code for a fully functional server is just 21 lines long, and that's including comments and blank lines. That incredible simplicity is what makes MCP so powerful and so accessible for literally any developer. Just like the original developer put it, it's that easy to create an MCP server. This isn't some super complex technology that's only for giant corporations. It's something you can start using today, right now. Okay, adding 2 numbers is cool, but let's be honest, it's not exactly mind-blowing. So now let's take that exact same principle, just wrapping a simple function in an MCP server and apply it to something way more impressive. You might want to prepare for the wow moment. So the developer then built a much more advanced tool, an MCP server that uses the Flux image model. Basically, it takes an image and a prompt and then completely transforms it. And for the input, they used their own profile picture. So, back in the AI assistant, the developer gives it their photo and a prompt, asking this custom MCP tool to turn them into Captain America. The assistant sees the tool, it understands what it does, and it's all ready to go. And there it is. Wow! In just a few seconds, it took the photo, sent it over to the custom server, and got back this incredible transformation. It's totally seamless. The AI didn't need to be retrained or anything. It just used the tool it was given. This is the power of MCP in action. Of course, they had to push it a little further. So, a new prompt. And now, with Nick Fury. And make it super epic.
just to see how versatile and creative the tool can really be.
Yes, how cool is that? It completely changed the style, it added the eye patch, it gave it that whole epic feel. I mean, think about it. Any functionality you can write in code, you can now expose to your AI assistant as a simple, powerful tool. The creative possibilities here are literally endless.
So, beyond all the fun demos, what does this actually mean for you as a developer? Why should you stop what you're doing and learn MCP? Well, it really comes down to future-proofing your skills.
Okay, here's the bottom line. MCP gives you standardization, so you're not constantly reinventing the wheel. It gives you reusability, efficiency, and most importantly, it unlocks your own creativity to build tools that give AI superpowers that nobody has even thought of yet. This is the direction the entire industry is moving in. And the best way to start is right here. There is a fantastic, free, open-source course on GitHub called MCP for Beginners. It has everything we talked about today and so much more, with code in Python, C#, TypeScript, Java, and Rust. It will literally walk you through building your very first server, step by step. So that leaves us with one final and, I think, really exciting question. Once you can give your AI assistant any tool you can possibly imagine, one that connects to your company's database, one that automates your entire workflow, or one that generates incredible art, what tool will you build first?